Here we have some word problems, and each of these problems we have to calculate a rate and then use that rate to solve another part of the problem. Let's take a look at this first one. It says that Ivana drove 360 miles in 5 hours. At the same rate, how many miles would she drive in 13 hours? So what we want to do first is figure out a rate, the rate that Ivana is driving at. So when we figure out rate for miles and hours, we're doing something called miles per hour. How many miles do you drive in 1 hour? To get that, all we need to do is take the number of miles and divide by the number of hours. So in this case, 360 divided by 5. And that is 72 miles per hour. So Ivana's going pretty fast. Now for the second part of the problem, it says at the same rate, at that 72 miles per hour, how many miles would she drive in 13 hours? Well, to find the number of miles, you're just going to take this rate now, 72. She goes 72 miles in each hour, so you just multiply that by 13 hours. So this is going to be 72 times 13, and that is 900, whoops, and 36 miles. Let's look at another one. This is slightly different. The first part, it says David drove 845 miles in 13 hours. Again, we're going to figure out a rate from that, and let's just jump into that right now. We're going to take 845 and divide it by the 13 hours that he drove, and that is 65 miles per hour. Okay, he's not quite so crazy fast as Ivana. Then it says, at the same rate, how long would it take him to drive 715 miles? So this is a little bit different. When we had the number of hours here, we would just multiply by the miles per hour. When we have the number of miles and you want to figure out hours, you have to do the opposite. You have to divide. So we're going to take 715 and we're going to divide it by 65 miles per hour. And this is going to get us 11 hours. So that's a little bit of work with some word problems involving rates.